Welcome back to part 3 of our meal prep series. Well, if you have not watched the part 1 and 2, the link is in the description box where we talked about the planning, the prepping, the time management, and so on and so forth. So feel free to check it out so you can know where we are coming from. Okay, let's continue, and we are heading straight. Okay, and in this video also you are going to be seeing all the cookings. Even if I don't talk about it, the main purpose of this video is how I manage to put my meals together for a whole week for my family. So that's the main purpose of this video. So all the cooking doesn't really necessary, but you can also watch all the cooking. You can also learn one or two things. You're also going to be seeing everything from the jollof, which you have already seen in the part 1, and in the part 2, the fried rice, the chicken stew, the egusi soup. You are going to be seeing all these, these dishes, okay? I will also show you how I portion it, cool it, and then store each dish so it stays fresh and tasty all week long, okay? Another thing I do is to make sure that at least one ingredient is going for like 2 to 3 minutes. Like I start with my pepper mix because it's the base for several dishes. Okay, the blended tomato, the bell pepper, the onion, the scotch bonnet. Okay, and I can make that in a large bowl because I'll be using it for stew, the jollof. When I'm making jollof spaghetti, it can also go with it. Okay, so once that is ready, then I know a lot of milk can come out of it. Okay, then I will go ahead and fry my onions, the seasoning, the cubes, and so on and so forth. And the stew, when I make it, I'm sure that it's gonna be perfect for yam, something like rice, like white rice, bread. Okay, it's just a true lifesaver during busy weeks when you have stew at home, and when you have different stew like egusi stew, maybe okra soup, you know that it doesn't take time to make fufu. And I think that I said that in the last video. Okay, so check it out. You're going to be seeing all these dishes. Okay, whenever I'm making fried rice, I just make it as as it comes to my head. Sometimes I have leftover white rice, so from the face, so I just toast it with some colorful vegetables, and then my marinated either liver or beef or shrimp. Okay, just a few minutes of stir frying keeps it bright and crunchy. Okay, so we are good to go for that. Now, my family favorite, the egusi soup and the plantain porridge. Okay, for the egusi, I start with palm oil, add onions, and fry the blended melon seed until fragrant. But this time around, you can see that first of all, fry the melon, okay, to make sure that I rinse them out before blending them with my minced pepper. Okay. So then I pour in the minced pepper, and then with the scotch bonnet, the onions, I blend it before adding it to my pot, and I finish with some spinach for a touch of green and freshness. For the plantain porridge, I cook diced plantain with sweet potato. You can use yam, okay? It depends on what you are using. I had my homemade blended onions, the pepper, the seasoning, and until it is soft, a splash of palm oil, ground pepper, it brings everything together, rich, sweet, and comforting. That is all I want, okay? I also like to prep a few lighter options. Quick schools is the quickest, the quickest meal you can ever thought of. So whenever I'm making meals, I'm always thinking like, okay, even if I'm prepping, planning, what can I bring out of this ingredient that I'm prepping? What meal can at least 2 to 3 minutes I can bring out, simple, and very fast and easy to put together. That is all I'm thinking of. Okay, just add hot water, a drizzle of oil and salt, and then, like, yes, season to taste what I mean. Okay, and then my veggie fry takes less than 10 minutes, and I saute minced vegetable in a little oil, and I add my soy sauce, and that is optional if you don't have, and then that is it. Okay, so these are perfect for quick lunches, very healthy side, and your fluffing couscous with fork, quick colorful stir fry toast, and then you can then serve it into a container and you are good to go. Once everything is cooked, I let each dish cool completely before packing it. Okay, it prevents condensation, which can make food spoil faster. So allow them cool down. Okay, I portion the meat into a airtight container, enough for one meal each time. Okay, but sometimes I just portion it in a larger container too, and then to bring it out is not a problem later. So we only reheat what we need. Okay, soups and stew go into the freezer. Rice and stir fry stay in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. It depends. Like my fried rice normally lasts for 4 days sef. My jollof rice lasts for like 5 to 6 days in my fridge, not even freezer, in my fridge. So if you can get your way out of making it so good and perfect, you are good to go. Okay, then you can then label each container with the date. It's a small step that keeps your fridge organized and safe. Okay, to reheat it, you will add a splash of water or broth and warm it in a low heat. Okay, everything tastes just as good as the day it was made. Okay, I would also love to hear from you how you are able to plan your week as a busy mom. I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinion. Avala, and that's a wrap on my weekly meal prep, from planning to cooking to storage. With just a few hours of prep, I've got a full week of delicious homemade food ready for my family. I hope this inspires you to try meal prepping or your own way. Even small steps makes a big difference. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more easy family meals idea. Let me know in the comment which of these dishes you would like to see a full recipe for next. Okay, which one do you want me to make a full recipe of? Okay, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon in my next video. Don't forget, the main purpose of this video is planning ahead, prepping ahead, time management, storing, and for you and your family, you are good to go for the week. Thank you so much, and watch out for more video. Bye.